nice having you here once again. We are really pleased to have you in our program Made in Brazil in the edition Farm Tour, which is the opportunity we created so that you can visit all of our farms, the companies who are members of our Brazilian Cattle Project, and you can get to know what's new in terms of genetics, products, and inputs of our livestock. You can't miss it because we're going to have emotional stories being told. It's a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and overall, a lot of love to the zebu and to the livestock. We are in the middle of a pandemic, and that's why we're complying with all the rules of the World Health Organization and also local authorities. Mainly, we're keeping distancing, ensuring our safety and our health, so that we can continue here with you throughout Expo Zebu, bringing news and also innovations. We're going to share daily with you such news. I'd like to have you here with me. Do not miss a single day. We have a lot of news. We need to say that it's Expo Zebu reaching you wherever you are in the world. It's a great satisfaction having as a member of Brazilian Cattle, FASU, Faculdades Associadas de Uberaba. They graduate professionals for Brazil and several other countries, especially in husbandry and agronomy. And here in our program, Made in Brazil Farm Tour, every day we're going to share with you information and also technical tips for livestock. This will be the Minute FASU. Do not miss it. And now we're going to get to know a very special ranch. Here we have with us Dr. Tatiana Texney. Tati, she will bring you all the information about the history and the beautiful work they have been developing at Fazenda Quilombo. Tati, let's go, let's chat for a while. Hello, Isi. We'd like to thank you for the opportunity. Muchas gracias for la invitación. And we're going to present a little bit of the project of Fazenda Quilombo. It started in 2009. So in the end of 2009, we acquired the first base donors of Fazenda Quilombo, one of the main ranches of the Gir Dairy breed, and we initiated a project of breeding focusing on the evolution of the Gir Dairy breed. So I'm presenting here some information of Fazenda Quilombo. We completed 11 years, so it's a young ranch, but we have excellent results in judging panels, records in terms of production, big championships. So the farm has been standing out in the past years, mainly with big champions of Expo Zebu. That's great, Tati. We are really happy to hear that. Please tell us, what is your focus for the next years? Our focus is always thinking on the evolution of the herd, a continued evolution in terms of genetics, and we seek not only gains in terms of yield. Of course, it's important to think about the milk production because this is a special zebu breed, and we have to think that they have to fulfill their production, their role, which is milk production, and we have to think about productivity, lifespan. And in order to reach that, we need to think about the morphology of the animal, the evolution of the mammary system, and also characteristics such as body capacity, the dorsal lumbar line, correction of limb ungulation. So these are characteristics prioritized in the selection of donors, those that will be intensively multiplied, and also in the directed mating. And we also have progeny tests. That's great, Tati. We here in the middle of the pandemic, we know that we are facing a very challenging moment, but of course we haven't stopped working. We are producing intensively, and I'm sure this is what Fazenda Quilombo is also doing. So please share with us, how are you working during this moment? What are you developing, the innovations you are carrying out, even though we are living this pandemic moment? agribusiness hasn't
Agro não
stopped
para,
and
pecuária de
the
leite
milk
muito
production
menos, né? São
hasn't. We are talking
365
about
dias do ano na produção
365
de
days of milk
leite, aquele
production. It's
trabalho
an intense and
intenso, muito
beautiful work.
bonito.
The
E
entire team
toda a
of
equipe
Fazenda
da Fazenda
Quilombo was
Quilombo
really
estava assim
excited and
animadíssima,
ready
estavam
with
preparados com um time
an
realmente
amazing group that would
excepcional, ninguém
head to
partia para
Uberaba,
Uberaba,
but
mas
unfortunately,
infelizmente,
due
devido a
to
tudo
the
isso que a gente está vivendo,
pandemic,
da pandemia,
we needed to
a gente
review
teve que rever então
our
as
expectations. So the
expectativas, né, para
cattle
ficou na
remained in the
fazenda, mas
farm,
eles
but the
seguem
work
lá no trabalho.
continues. So
Então é
it's
muito
really
importante a
important
gente
to
dar
continue
continuidade,
the
né, no
genetic
melhoramento genético,
improvement. We
então na
have
produção
a very
intensa
intense
também de
production of
embriões,
embryos
essa
in this
contínua
continued
evolução
evolution
do
of the Gir
juvenil. Então
dairy
são várias
breed.
as
So we
características de
have all
foco da
this
Fazenda
focus,
Quilombo,
and also we
dentre
think
elas a
about
longevidade produtiva,
the
a mãe da
productive
devassa, que é a grande
lifespan.
campeã, né,
Devasa
melhor
is
fêmea do ranking, eclipse vai
one of
fazer
our
20
champions,
anos de
an
idade
eclipse that
e
will
que segue na
complete the
produção
20
intensa de
years,
embriões.
and it's
Ela
still
dá lá os seus óvulos
providing
viáveis e a gente
embryos, and
segue
we are
aproveitando
taking
essa
advantage
genética.
from this
Então, várias
genetics. So we
características
have several
que são
traits that
foco
are
de
focus of
seleção da Fazenda
selection in
Quilombo
Fazenda
e,
Quilombo,
lógico,
and we
buscando
are
essa
seeking
evolução
the
contínua
continued
do gir
evolution
leiteiro, que
of the
todos
Gir
também
dairy
aprovados na
breed. They
prova de
were
pré-seleção,
approved in the
entrando em teste de
pre-selection and
progênie.
also progeny
Tati,
tests.
que maravilha,
Tati,
como é
that's
bom ver
wonderful
esse
to see
trabalho
all
todo
of
sendo
this work being
realizado.
carried out.
Parabéns, viu?
Congratulations.
Realmente
We are
ficamos
really
muito
flattered in
lisonjeados
having
em ter a
Fazenda
Fazenda Quilombo
Quilombo
participando
as a
desse
member
integrante
of
do
our
nosso programa
program,
Brasil
Brazilian
Inteiro.
Cattle.
E
So
vamos
now
então levar um
let's
pouquinho
share with
mais
our audience a little bit
desse
of
trabalho todo,
your
dessa
work and
inovação para os
innovation
nossos
from our
amigos do mundo
friends throughout
inteiro.
the
Vamos
world.
chamar o vídeo
So
de
let's
vocês para a
watch
gente
your
poder
videos
conhecer
so
um
they can
pouquinho
get
mais desse
acquainted with
trabalho.
your work.
Cada amanhecer na fazenda é uma nova oportunidade de ver a vida nascer. A cada bezerro nascido, enxergar o progresso de um trabalho planejado. Melhoramento genético é a arte de lapidar grandes indivíduos. Uma evolução que nunca tem fim. Na pecuária leiteira tropical, o gir leiteiro é o protagonista de um aperfeiçoamento que nunca tem fim. Na Fazenda Quilombo, o gir leiteiro é selecionado com critérios claros: equilíbrio, beleza, fertilidade e produtividade. Características que possibilitam aos animais desempenharem todo o seu potencial, seja como raça pura ou em cruzamentos. Quando identificamos esses animais, passamos a multiplicar em escala. A testar essa genética em um projeto de produção de leite de qualidade. E também nas principais pistas de julgamento e torneios leiteiros do Brasil. Reconhecidos internacionalmente como provedor de genética gir leiteiro e girolando de alto desempenho. Fornecendo para o mercado interno e externo produtos de excelência. Selecionamos o progresso hoje, pois o leite gera vida a cada amanhecer. Fazenda Quilombo, o gir leiteiro e girolando do Brasil.
Então,
So, Tati, how many nice
que trabalho
things. What an
sensacional, viu?
amazing
Ficamos
work.
realmente
We
muito
are
felizes
really
de ver
glad
esse
to
sucesso todo
see
que vocês
such
estão realizando.
success.
Muito
Thank you
obrigada por
very much
participar
for
aqui
participating
conosco,
here
por
with us,
permitir que
for
os nossos
allowing that
amigos do
our
mundo inteiro
friends
possam
worldwide
conhecer
can
mais
get
e
to know and
visitar,
also
mesmo que
visit
virtualmente, a fazenda de
online
vocês.
your farm.
Continuamos nos vendo
So
sempre e
let's
esperamos
keep in
tê-los aqui
touch, and I hope to see
presencialmente na
you
Expo Zebu
face
do
to
ano que vem.
face at Excozibu
Isso
next
mesmo,
year.
Is.
That's
Nós que
right, Easy. We
agradecemos,
are
né, em
those
nome
who
de toda
thank on
a equipe da
behalf of
Fazenda
the team of
Quilombo,
Fazenda Quilombo,
e
and
virtualmente as
online
porteiras da
the
Fazenda
gates
Quilombo
of
estão
our farm
abertas,
are
nós estamos à
open. We are
disposição
at your
totalmente
service
para
in order
atendê-los. A gente
to
pode mostrar
show
um
a little
pouquinho
bit
da seleção
of
de
the donor
doadores, dos
selection, the
progênios, dos
progeny,
produtos
and the
virtualmente,
products
já que a
virtually
gente
online,
tem essa
as we have
ferramenta
this tool
atualmente.
available.
Esperamos
We are
ansiosos pela
looking
Expo Zebu
forward to
2022.
Exposibu
Com certeza.
2022.
Muito obrigada. Saúde
Absolutely.
para
Thank you
vocês.
very
Até mais.
much.
Tchau,
I wish you
tchau.
a lot of health. bye-bye.
como é bom ver
Guys,
trabalho
that's
sendo
so nice
realizado
to see a
assim,
work
né?
being
Com tanta
carried out like that,
dedicação,
with
com
a lot
tanto
of
amor e com bons
dedication,
resultados. Nós
love, and
ficamos
good
realmente muito
results. We are
felizes com
really
os
happy with
participantes
the
que temos no
participants
projeto
we have in our
Brasileirão.
Brazilian
E
cattle
agora
project.
vamos seguir com o
And now
nosso
let's
trabalho.
continue
Já
our
que vocês
work,
precisam
as you need
conhecer
to know
pouco
a little
dos
bit of
nossos
our
participantes,
participants,
mesmo
even
aí
though
da
you
sua
are in your
casa.
home.
Então nós vamos
So now
ver agora
let's
quem
see
será que
who
está
is
aqui
next.
conosco. Vamos
Let's check,
descobrir
let's find it out.
quem irá
So who
participar
is
aqui
going to
conosco
participate with
agora.
us right now? Hello.
Olá! Olá,
Que
Alfredo
prazer.
Hello,
Osório, da
Osório from
Papalotlas.
Papalotlas.
Que
It's
satisfação
a
em tê-lo aqui
great
conosco,
satisfaction
meu amigo.
having
Tudo
you here with us
bem?
today. How are you?
Graças a Deus,
Thank
tudo
God,
bem. A
everything is
satisfação
great.
é
I
muito grande
am
de nossa
really
parte de poder
happy
estar
to
aqui com
be here
vocês,
with you
vendo esse
today,
estúdio lindo, esse
seeing this
espaço
wonderful
realmente está
studio. It's an
impressionante
amazing
e
space.
ter um espaço
And
assim com
thank you for
vocês,
having
da
this
Brasília
moment
Cattle, da
together with
ABCZ,
Brazilian
poder
Cattle,
estar
ABCZ,
aqui,
to
assim
be
seja
able to be
virtual,
here
de forma virtual, já
online.
nos deixa
It
muito
makes us
alegre.
really happy,
Que
even though
bom,
it's online.
Osório. Nós que
That's great,
ficamos realmente muito
Osório. We are really
lisonjeados com a
flattered
participação de
with your
vocês. E
participation.
vamos
And
começar. Eu
let's
queria saber
start.
pouquinho
I'd
da
like to know a
história
little
da
bit of the
Papalotlas
history of
no Brasil.
Papalotlas in
Afinal de
Brazil.
contas, é uma empresa
After
que
all,
existe em
it's a
diversos
company
outros
present in
países do
several
mundo,
other
mas conta para
countries
nós
throughout the
pouquinho
world.
da
But
história da
tell us
empresa
a
aqui
little
no
bit
nosso
about the
país, aqui
history
no
of the
Brasil.
company in Brazil.
Olha, minha
Look, my
amiga, é com
friend,
muita
it's with a lot of
admiração,
admiration,
respeito
respect,
e
and
orgulho que a gente fala da história
praise that
da
we talk
Papalotla
about
no
the history
Brasil.
of Papalotla in
Uma empresa
Brazil.
que
It's a company
nasce
that
no
was
início da
born in the
década de
beginning of the
90 aqui no
90s
Brasil,
in
no
Brazil
ano
in
92,
1992,
atendendo uma parte do
serving
mercado
part of the
brasileiro
Brazilian
de
market of
pasto, semente de pasto,
forages and
mas
pasture
e
seeds,
principalmente
and
México e outros países da América
Mexico,
Latina.
Latin American, and other
Porém,
countries.
no início
In
da
the
década de
beginning of
2000,
the
a gente dá uma
2000, we
completamente
made a
uma
complete
virada na empresa.
turnaround in the
Parte para
company. We start
investimento em
investing in
pesquisa e
research and
desenvolvimento,
development.
faz uma
We make an
aliança com o
alliance
CIET, que é o
with
Centro
the
Internacional
International
de Agricultura
Center of
Tropical,
Tropical
que é uma
Agriculture,
instituição
which is a
mundial
global
que tem vários
institution
projetos
with
para
several
ajudar
projects
a
to help
agricultura a nível
the
mundial,
agriculture
principalmente
globally.
aqui na
Mainly
América
in
do Sul.
South
Eles têm um
America, they
escritório
have
na
an office
Colômbia
in
e
Colombia,
assinamos com
and
ele
we
um
enter
convênio, um
into an
acordo para
agreement
desenvolvimento
to
de
develop
híbridos
hybrids.
De
Hybrids
braquiárias,
of
os primeiros
Brachiara,
híbridos
the
de
first
braquiárias
hybrids of
que seriam
Brachiaras that would
desenvolvidos
be
no
developed
mundo.
globally.
E foi
And
quando no
in
início da
the
década
beginning
dos anos
of
2000,
2000s, of the year 2000s, in
2001, 2002, chega ao
2001 and
mercado
2002,
brasileiro o
we
mulato,
have
que
the
foi o primeiro
mulatto, the
híbrido de
wild
braquiária do mundo. Isso nos deu muito
hybrid
orgulho,
reaching Brazil. So we were
nos
really proud,
permitiu
and it
seguir
allowed
com esse
us
desenvolvimento,
to continue with this
apostando em
development, betting in
tecnologia,
technology,
apostando em
betting
soluções, em
in
alternativas de
alternatives and
soluções tecnológicas
solutions,
para o
focusing on
produtor.
technology for the
É,
producer.
por um
And
tempo, a
for a while,
Papalotla
Papalotla
no
in
Brasil, ela se
Brazil
dedicou
dedicated itself
exclusivamente a exportar semente de
exclusively
pasto,
to
porque esse
export
híbrido
pasture
gerou
seed
uma
because this
atenção muito grande
hybrid
de empresas
generated
multinacionais
a lot
que
of attention
propuseram
of multinational
umas propostas de
companies,
distribuição
and they made a
a nível
proposal
nacional,
of
e a Papalotla
distributing this
fez
in a
essa
national
cessão de
level,
direitos
and
para essa empresa,
Papalotla
mas no
granted
final
the
do ano
rights for this company,
2017,
but
início de
in the end of
2018,
2017,
voltamos a atuar
2018,
diretamente no
we
mercado brasileiro
started
e
acting directly
começamos
in
um
the Brazilian market once
desenvolvimento
again, and we
dos novos
started
híbridos já
a
com muito mais
development of new
mais de uma
hybrids
década de experiência com CIET
with one
em
decade
desenvolvimento, que
of
começou lá com o mulato
experience
no
in
final da década
development.
de
So we started
90
with the
para o início
mulatto
dos anos
in
2000,
the end
mas
of the 90s, in the
que
beginning
permanece
of the
até hoje
2000,
e
and
renovamos
still
recentemente
today.
o contrato com eles para
We
ter
renewed
desenvolvimento
the agreement with
de
them
novos híbridos
for the development
os
of new
próximos anos,
hybrids
que nos
for
vai
the coming
permitir trazer
years.
aqui
And this
produção
will allow
brasileira,
us to bring
produzir do Brasil para vários
to
países
Brazil
da
and
América
produce in
do Sul
Brazil
e de
to
outras partes
distribute
do
to
mundo.
several
Os
countries in
híbridos que
South America and
se
other
Deus
parts of the
quiser,
world,
serão
the
lançados agora em
hybrids that will be
2021
launched
já no
in
mercado brasileiro,
2021
com
in the
produção local,
Brazilian market with local
com
production,
desenvolvimento
with the development of Papalotla together with the International Center, products that are fully adapted to our environment, to the Latin America breeder, and we are going to carry out several experiments with federal universities in Brazil of several biomes that will allow us to say that this product has good results because we have already exported to Colombia, to Mexico, Panama, and also in Brazil, in the biome Caatinga, in the Atlantic forest, in the Cerrado region, and we will be able to give alternatives in terms of materials that are adapted to our climate that is unstable. So this is what Grupo Papalotla wants to bring to the Brazilian livestock in Latin America in general. We are really proud of being able to bring technology and also export technology. Together with the center, created the CIPAT, which is the Center of Tropical Pasture, and there is a headquarter in Brazil and another one in Mexico, where we develop together with the material we receive from the International Center, all the selection work that allows us to go to the market being confident about the results that this material will bring. And we are really proud of that because we know that we are collaborating with the environment, because we always talk about livestock and sustainable agriculture. We're going to be more efficient with the same space we have today. Being able to find out that in our farm we can increase the number of animals per hectare and being able to get more milk and meat from the same place, the same area, is being sustainable, is promoting a respectful livestock towards the environment. And this is the proposal of the company. That's why I'm so proud of being here using this channel that will reach millions of Brazilian farmers and also farmers throughout the world, and being able to convey this message of Papalotla, of enthusiasm for the development of new pastures, tropical pastures, and they can be a powerful tool for the farmer. That's wonderful, Osório. A lot of important information, how enriching it is when we are able to align our work with research and innovation, right? Indeed, it is a guaranteed success. So now let's show the video of Papalotla so everybody can get acquainted with the work you have been developing. This interesting work. Perfect. It will be my pleasure.
La cría y producción de leche y carne son las actividades tradicionales más importantes de nuestras tierras. Es por ello que es importante también que nuestro ganado se alimente con el mejor pasto, para así garantizar una producción rentable y sostenible que permita el mejoramiento de la calidad de vida de nuestros productores y además garantice el abastecimiento de nuestra población. Esa es la misión del Grupo Papalotla.
What an amazing video, right, my friends? Osório, fantastic, a beautiful message. We have to thank you so much for your work and a so important message like this. We are those who thank you for the opportunity of being able to present. And it's like we said in the video, in 2020, which was a year with so many difficulties that everybody faced, Papalotla kept investing in technology in order to bring to the Latin American market these two new hybrids. And we are confident that they will be powerful tools to serve different types of climate and the soil of the the Latin America farmer. We are really happy of being able to use this door, this house, to show to the world our work. We are those who are flattered. This door will be always open. The doors of the world will be open for all of you. We thank you so much. We wish you a lot of health for Papalotlas and success. Thank you very much. Thank you. A lot of health. And thank you for opening the gate. Yeah, that's right. That's how we say. Thank you so much. How wonderful, guys. Another successful story of members of the Brazilian cattle for you. And this makes us really happy. And now, let's go. We have more people to bring all this work and innovation developed in Brazil for you, wherever you are in the world, that you can use our technology, our genetics, our products and inputs to increment your livestock. And now, don't miss it, another Fazoo Minute.
Olá, amigo pecuarista, tudo bem? Hoje vamos falar sobre um tema super importante, a cigarrinha das pastagens. Eu sou o Luan Dorize, biólogo e doutor em entomologia agrícola. A cigarrinha das pastagens ataca diversos estados brasileiros de importância para a pecuária. Essa cigarrinha tem um ciclo de vida bastante peculiar. Ela ocorre no Brasil nas épocas de chuvas, ou seja, de outubro até abril. Esse período corresponde a aproximadamente 3 a 4 gerações ao ano. O ciclo de vida da cigarrinha, então, pode ser encontrado desde fase de ovo, ninfa e adulto. A fase de ovo dura aproximadamente 3 a 5 dias, dependendo das condições ambientais. Já a ninfa pode durar de 20 a 30 dias, também atrelado às condições ambientais. E o adulto, aproximadamente 10 dias. E uma coisa bastante interessante é que o adulto, a fêmea adulta, pode colocar até 100 ovos e dessa forma gerar a próxima geração. E o que é interessante é que a ninfa abaixo do solo e o adulto acima das folhagens podem causar prejuízos, mas esses prejuízos são diferentes. A ninfa abaixo do solo compete com a planta por nutrientes, sugando continuamente a seiva. Dessa forma, a planta precisa gastar mais energia para conseguir se desenvolver. Já o adulto, ao se alimentar, ao sugar a seiva das plantas, acaba injetando uma toxina. E essa toxina tem como função não coagular a seiva, o que vai permitir a cigarrinha a sugar mais e mais seiva. Só que, ao sugar esse conteúdo, a cigarrinha ela também injeta algumas toxinas. E essas toxinas é o que causa o efeito de queimada na pastagem. Aí, meu amigo produtor, você deve estar se perguntando, como faço para controlar a cigarrinha? Não vou falar que é simples, porque é um manejo bem complexo, mas algumas ações podem ser feitas ali na nossa área. Primeira coisa seria então a seleção da cultivar que nós vamos utilizar. É uma cultivar tolerante? É uma cultivar resistente? O segundo passo, qual método de controle eu vou utilizar? Então eu posso utilizar tanto um controle químico, que por meio de produtos sintéticos eu consigo ter um controle rápido e eficaz, mas também tem uma terceira opção, que é o controle biológico. Esse controle biológico tem se destacado no comércio, devido à ação de micro-organismos, especificamente fungos, que vão controlar essa cigarrinha no campo. E o que é mais interessante é que as condições que a cigarrinha precisa para sobreviver são as mesmas que o fungo precisa. Dessa forma, além de controlar a sua cigarrinha naquele momento, o fungo pode permanecer na área por mais tempo. Dessa forma, tendo um controle duradouro. E provavelmente você deve se perguntar se, igual o controle químico, eu preciso tirar os meus animais do campo. E a resposta é não, porque o fungo ele não tem nenhuma toxicidade para os animais. Dessa forma, fazendo com que nós tenhamos uma pecuária mais sustentável.
And the Brazilian cattle is really proud of having as a participant of our project ABS, one of the largest centers in Brazil that is revolutionary here in Brazil and several other countries. And with us today we have Márcio Neri, the General Director of ABS in Brazil, and he's here to tell us more about this company that has been innovating and revolutionizing in livestock. Hello, Neri, how are you? Welcome. Good afternoon, Isi. It's a great pleasure for me to be in this beautiful room of the Brazilian cattle. It's our pleasure. So please, I'd like you to tell us the history of ABS in Brazil. It's a history that involves a lot of work and dedication. Look, it's a big pleasure to talk about this because in March 2021, ABS is completing 80 years of history. And we are in Brazil since the beginning of the 70s, initiated with the Bradesco Foundation and an agricultural arm of Bradesco, but we have 80 years globally. And the history of artificial insemination mixed totally with this 80 years of history of ABS. How wonderful! We are so proud of being part of this important story, right? So a company that has been contributing a lot to the cattle raising in Brazil and worldwide. So Neri, tell us, right now, we are in the middle of the pandemic. What is the focus and also your challenges for the next years? Well, going back to March last year, when we saw the pandemic scaling, we were already using some digital tools, advanced tools, and I have to tell you that we put this into practice. These tools were already operational and they worked pretty well. The digital marathons of dairy and beef, we were very careful with our labs. So we're talking about 3 embryo labs, 1 lab of semi-sexed and 1 conventional lab, and also the collection of semen couldn't stop. And we went really well during this moment. We faced a lot of things with biosecurity, and we kept close contact with our audience through webinars, through courses, and several digital actions with our clients. And whenever we could, of course, we made presential visits to the farms. All right. Well, I know that in the middle of the pandemic, you also launched your embryo center, and we already know it's a big success, in addition to the Semen Central. So, tell to the entire world about this service that ABS is now able to offer straight from Brazil. Yes, in 2015, we acquired the largest company of embryo in vitro Brazil. It was incorporated to the product portfolio in 2015, and our goal was to take a new path in terms of genetic improvement. We already had the conventional semen, the sexated semen, and we needed this third path, which is the embryo. So 3 labs in Brazil, in which the lab inside the center of ABS is the largest embryo lab worldwide. We produce between 16 to 18,000 embryos monthly. And in addition to that, we expanded this with the creation of genetic hubs, our own genetic hubs inside ABS. We have our own donors of the Dutch breed, Nelore and Gir, of a high genetic quality to produce frozen embryos that are delivered in Brazil easily and also exported to the units of ABS in Latin America. That's great, wonderful to see all this success of ABS, and you are embracing livestock of several countries in the world. So Neri, I'd like to invite you to watch your institutional video that will be able to show to our audience how big your operations are and the dedicated work you have been developing. Shall we?
A ABS é a maior central de biotecnologia do mundo. Abriga os melhores reprodutores do mercado, que são cuidados com os mais rígidos padrões de bem-estar e biossegurança. Laboratórios modernos garantem a produção de sêmen de qualidade, genética sexada e embriões com muita tecnologia. O primeiro núcleo neo com fêmeas comprovadamente superiores completa um complexo ABS. Através das doadoras, a empresa apresenta a genética pronta e premium. A empresa oferece ainda serviço técnico exclusivo, com profissionais capacitados, além de programas e índices que só quem é cliente ABS tem. Toda essa tecnologia a favor do progresso genético do seu rebanho está bem próxima de você. Presente em mais de 75 países no mundo, há mais de 80 anos. ABS, progresso genético, gerando lucro.
Olha que coisa fantástica.
Look, how amazing being able to get to know the history of an international company that has been developing a quality work and a successful work in Brazil. And they are able to make this technology and this quality material to help the ranches and farms all over the world. Congratulations for your work, and I wish you more success and that you can conquer other markets, okay? Thank you for your partnership, for relying on us, and I wish you a great success. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you. You see, guys, how nice it is to see the Brazilian livestock growing and how much we have been overcoming challenges daily. And let's move forward. Dear friends, I must tell you, now it's time to tell a story of another member of the Brazilian cattle. An old member who trusted the Brazilian cattle since the beginning, 18 years ago. That's why it's with a great satisfaction we say that this company is part of our project and also part of our history. So let's get to know the history of Coima, which is a very beautiful history involving dedication and efforts of a family. And we have here with us our friend Zezinho from Coima. Hello, Zezinho. Welcome. It's a great pleasure to have you here. Hello, Isi. Good morning. I am really grateful of being here. It's a great pleasure to share a little bit of our history with you. All right, Zezinho. So please tell us, tell to the entire world this beautiful story of efforts and work of this family. All right, I'm really proud to share this brilliant journey. And by the way, this year it's completing 70 years of a brilliant journey of a visionary couple, a couple who dreamed. We have José and Miss Maria Zurita. When they arrived in Dracena, which is in the countryside of São Paulo, it was only 6 years, this city. This city was founded in 1945, and they arrived here in 1951. And at the time, as there were a lot of cotton and coffee in the region, they wanted to build a company for wagons, for small animals. And this company started to grow, and Coima started to manufacture, Mr. José started to manufacture cattle chute and weighers for cattle, and the company kept growing, and I have been working here for 44 years. I know a lot of the story, and things were modernized, and today Coima is one of the largest companies within the segment of cattle chute and cattle weigher. We conquered Brazil as a whole, and thanks to the Brazilian cattle project, we were able to conquer Brazil and why not the entire world. And Coima means commerce, industry, wood, timber, and metallurgic. That's why we have two M's. So it's way more than that. Indeed, it's way more than that. It's a history of a lot of work, dedication, and efforts. And for all of us Brazilian, we are so proud of having in our country a company like this and be able to share the history for the entire world. So tell us, what is your perspective based on the world that Coima wants to conquer? Yes, we have adapted ourselves, we suited ourselves to the new reality. We know that the world has evolved, and also livestock. Livestock has changed completely. Today, we are talking about the ATF, we're talking about embryo transferences. So many things have changed. And the companies, they need to suit themselves and also bring more modern equipment and more sophisticated equipment as well. Coima always tries to innovate itself. So they enter into an agreement with Embrapa, Beef Cattle, and also the University of Mato Grosso do Sul to innovate its products to keep track with the reality of livestock that has been evolving a lot in terms of genetics, nutrition, management, the animal well-being, and Coima started to frame itself to new realities. So to serve the world, Coima is ready. We have today smart equipment that work autonomically in the field, weighing animals, sending data to the clouds, and after we receive this in our smartphones, tablets, whatever we are in the planet, to be able to manage the business, your farm, to be more profitable and have more profitability as well. That's amazing. It's so nice when we see research going together with technology and the farmer being able to bring this potential and fostering this productivity potential that our country has. So, Zezinho, I'd like to invite you to watch the institutional video of Coima that I'm sure will give us more information that all our spectators can follow. Shall we?
Histórias de sucesso não acontecem de repente. Mesmo os maiores e mais revolucionários projetos nascem de uma simples ideia, agregada à vontade de ir além. Toda a grande trajetória é traçada com trabalho, crescimento e evolução. A nossa começa aqui, 1951. Nasce a Oficina São Cristóvão para conserto e, futuramente, fabricação de carrinhos de tração animal. 17 anos depois, a oficina deu lugar à empresa que, até hoje, segue trilhando uma história de conquistas e inovação. A Coima. Produzindo sua primeira balança e tronco de contenção na década de 70, a Coima continuou ano após ano expandindo seus negócios, conquistando novos territórios e desenvolvendo projetos seguindo as tendências e inovações tecnológicas. O lançamento das primeiras balanças eletrônicas, em 96, abriu as portas para a era da tecnologia. Trazendo posteriormente lançamentos inovadores como tronco hidráulico Megatron, indicador de pesagem KM3 Plus e sistema de pesagem inteligente Balpes. Todo esse trabalho veio acompanhado de reconhecimento. Em 2018, a Coima foi estudo de caso pelo Instituto Europeu de Design, entrando no mesmo ano para a lista das 10 empresas mais inovadoras do Brasil, segundo a revista Forbes. Recentemente, em 2019, nosso mais novo lançamento revolucionou o sistema de contenção com a trava Easy Lock. E a inovação não para. Quase 70 anos depois, a Coima segue crescendo. Nosso caminho é trilhado com o propósito de contribuir para a evolução da pecuária, estimulando as boas práticas na atividade, oferecendo soluções inovadoras que gerem valor e garantam eficiência, segurança e bem-estar animal. Alguns princípios nos guiam, entre eles a contribuição para a geração de riqueza do nosso negócio, aumentando a produtividade dos nossos clientes e compartilhando os resultados com os nossos e devolvendo para a sociedade parte do valor que geramos. Buscamos aprender com nossos erros, assumindo-os como parte da nossa cultura de inovação. Investimos no desenvolvimento do nosso time e buscamos criar um ambiente onde todos desejam estar, com diálogo franco em todos os níveis. Comunicação positiva, respeito e gentileza. Valorizamos atitudes proativas e pessoas com senso de responsabilidade e doação, comprometidas com a nossa causa e que abracem os desafios. Somos movidos por nossos clientes, oferecendo soluções que efetivamente impactem seus negócios de forma responsável e sustentável. Nosso foco em resultados é o que faz da Coima uma empresa séria e comprometida em oferecer, dia após dia, as melhores soluções para cada cliente e o apoio necessário para o crescimento e evolução da pecuária no Brasil. Coima, inovação tecnológica para a pecuária.
That's it, guys. Is Brazil offering technology and quality products to help the entire world to produce? And this is so important. Zezinho, it was great having you here. Thank you so much for the partnership, for being part of our project since the beginning, 18 years ago. We congratulate the entire team of Coima, and we wish you even more success. Thank you, Isi. Indeed, we firmly believed in the project Brazilian Cattle. It was really important for our company. It was the entrance we needed to conquer its space in different countries. And we are proud to be part of this project and also to take our technology to the world. And today we are in a competitive world and we need the technology to survive. Thank you. We thank you. See you around. I wish you a lot of health. Thank you. How nice, right, guys? Our country, our Brazil, bringing you all this technology that will enable you to improve your yield, to increment your yield. And by doing that, you can improve the food condition of your country. So in Brazil, we have the possibility of sending you and showing you a little bit of our work so you can be happier. And now, another Fazu Minute for you.
O que significa a sanidade? É o tratamento da saúde desses animais. Então, buscamos métodos, na verdade, de prevenção dessas doenças. Então, não adianta a gente buscar o tratamento de doenças, que nós teremos aí o aumento de mão de obra, de custo, de medicamento, e o objetivo é prevenir, economizando e, consequentemente, diminuindo a incidência de doenças. Bom, temos um exemplo clássico aqui. Nós temos um problema de incidência muito elevada, que na verdade é a papilomatose bovina. É um vírus que ele traz aí um aspecto no animal vinculado basicamente com a formação de uma verruga. Então essa verruga, ela pode vir ocasionando lesão no tecido, incômodo no animal, ela pode vir a ser de graus leves, moderados, até intensos, o que pode também trazer possibilidades de vinculação com outras doenças a partir do depósito de moscas, do depósito de carrapatos e, consequentemente, vir aí, por exemplo, umas doenças como tripanossoma e babesiose na tristeza parasitária bovina. Primeira coisa, separar os animais e evitar o contágio ao máximo. Então, limpeza de instalações, limpeza de coxo, remoção de matéria orgânica. Bom, uma vez esses animais separados, o que fazer, né? Então a gente tem várias opções, então tem tratamentos vinculados aí com cloro, com álcool, com formol, enfim, vai fazer aquela relação, entre aspas, aí de queimadura dessa verruga, ou seja, ela se desprende, ela solta. Então cuidado na hora que ela solta e se cai no solo, para não estar também fazendo mais um ponto de transmissão dessa verruga para outros animais. Então a autohemoterapia é um tratamento indicado, muito realizado, onde um animal com papiloma coleta-se esse sangue e faz a inserção ou subcutânea ou intramuscular desses 10 ml de sangue, em que ele ativa a imunidade do animal, trazendo esse cenário de autocura, né? Outra forma de tratamento pode vir também com uma vacina, que a gente chama de vacina autóctone. Então o que acontece? A gente faz a remoção desses papilomas, né, dessas verrugas, e a partir da remoção dessas verrugas, ocorre em laboratório a inativação desse vírus e a inoculação no próprio rebanho desse vírus já morto, né, já inativado. Então, o que funciona na verdade? Esse vírus proveniente desta mesma propriedade, ela vai imunizar e tratar a mesma propriedade. Não adianta eu trazer um vírus de outra propriedade para a minha propriedade, que não vai funcionar.
I have said this several times, how important it is when we love what we do. And imagine if we have love in our own name. That's what happens with Fazenda Amar. Amar, in Portuguese, is love. We're going to receive Ana Cláudia to let us know about the work they developed there with a lot of love. Hello, Ana. It's great to have you in our program, Made in Brazil. Yes, it's a great pleasure to be here with you and share with you a little bit of our story, as you said, about Amar. And how come not develop a work with a lot of love, which is our beginning, the selection, our Guzerá cattle. It's been a decade and we are in the 13th year of Guzerá cattle. So we started with this farm and I inherited it from my parents, and with a lot of responsibility, this farm stayed some years with sugarcane, and I had the opportunity of resume our history, continuing our history as breeders and build the farm. So today, taking a look to the past and comparing to today, I see how important my learning was. So we do have a DNA that, of course, stayed, and I am sure I'm applying such DNA throughout these years in my selection. So we started by the Guzerá breed because of its beauty and the adaptability of the breed, and we have been building throughout the years in our plantel highlighted animals, both for track selection and also reproduction purposes. We have been careful of taking a look at the individual as a whole, its capacity, and I do the selection based on Guzerá and also assessing and using appropriate tools, ABCZ tools, and applying advanced technology. So from the moment I started to today, we can see how many resources were added to make our lives easier and also to contribute even more with the results. So together with all of that, we have the cattle that has been developed from my Guzerá for dairy production, and it's being recognized. For several years, I have been receiving international guests, and I am showing our work. And actually, we are proving how competent we are and the efforts that were applied. And indeed, we need a lot of dedication to reach the results we have. It's not easy. We also developed the best dairy Guzerá breed cattle, and we have been proving to the market its condition of contributing to the milk production in the country. And we see all of that with good eyes, and our visitors as well. So they admire and they request a little bit of our selection DNA. So now, some news. For some years, we have been investing in the Nelore breed. Of course, we have been very careful, and it's a small work but meaningful, with participation in tracks and also in auctions. So I have a great satisfaction of extending our work, showing each day innovation, sustainability as a project, and also receiving criticism and receiving people are praising us as well, and that's it. So thank you so much, and we won't have a presential Exposibu, but I show you all our work, and we want to receive our visitors. It's a great pleasure for us, but unfortunately we have no conditions due to the pandemic, and we are sure that from their home they will be able to watch and evaluate all the work we carried out. Ana, during this pandemic moment, I'm sure you are reinventing yourselves and you are reaching all your international clients using a new way. And because of that, you prepared an institutional video, an excellent institutional video, and I'd like to invite you to watch this video with us together with our friends throughout the world to share the work developed by Fazenda Amar. Shall we? Of course, my pleasure.
Sempre priorizando a qualidade, o Guzerá Amar conquistou inúmeros campeonatos nacionais ao longo de sua bem-sucedida história, se tornando hoje uma referência internacional da raça. Animais extremamente produtivos são frutos de uma criteriosa seleção genética e do manejo realizado por profissionais qualificados que integram a equipe liderada por Ana Cláudia Mendes e Marcelo Mendo. Uma das maiores apostas do Guzerá Amar está nos programas de melhoramento genético que comprovadamente aumentam a qualidade da produção de carne e leite. Para alcançar animais geneticamente superiores, a seleção é desenvolvida com base nessas avaliações genéticas e informações ou técnicas. Doadoras consagradas, destaques da raça e mães de grandes campeãs fazem parte deste grande trabalho de seleção genética. Guzerá Amar, o DNA do Guzerá moderno.
Guys, I love when I see a lot of Guzerá females receiving us in a farm. That's the best welcoming we could have. I feel very touched, and I'd like to congratulate all the work you have been developing, especially your dedication, Ana, and also to trust in our work, to be together with us, to participate in our actions and being together. So we wish you more success. Thank you, Isi, and let's go to an Exposibu 2021 online, doing great businesses and getting to know new people, presenting our work, and I wish success for us all. Thank you. I thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye. See you later. Guys, when we work with love, things are different. We do it with a lot of pleasure, with our eyes shining, like Ana, like Ana's eyes. It was great being here with you once again with our program Made in Brazil Farm Tours. So see you in our talk show later. Don't miss it. We have a lot of novelties. And also tomorrow I count on you here once again to share all the information that are important and also to show more novelties of our companies and our farms. If you want to do good businesses, don't miss this chance. We are carrying out throughout this week the online business round that will enable you to do great businesses with the partners of the Brazilian cattle. It's once more Exposibu reaching you wherever you are in the world.